A contest between conferences, Oracle Arena, Oakland, California, where the Warriors take their home floor.
Hey, gentlemen, ready?
So Cleveland will get the first possession. All fueled up and ready to go. Brought to you by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. So on the floor for Cleveland, LeBron and Love are the talented pair at the forward position. Kyrie Irving and J.R. Smith at the guard set. And it's Thompson in at the center.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
And, you know, the defense gets their money's worth on that foul, stopping the layup and not giving up the and one.
And for Kevin Love last season, he didn't want to be called a stretch four, but the numbers suggest he was exactly that. Nearly 1 out of every 2 shots he took was from 3, a much higher ratio than at any other time in his career.
That's his first personal foul.
As Greg was talking about Clark back to Love, it wasn't his choice to camp out from 3 last year. It was designed that way to create operating space for both LeBron and Kyrie.
Yeah, and you think about it, it's hard to ask a successful post player not to play to his strengths, but Love made the sacrifice, and I don't think he gets enough credit for that, Kevin.
Last season, Draymond Green taking over the starting power forward role in Golden State. Last season, David Lee was injured, remember, in preseason. Green was inserted, and he's been terrific ever since.
Absolutely superb. A former second-round pick, his emergence has fueled this team's rise to greatness.
Warriors on D. Here's Irving. LeBron right side. On the wing, Thompson. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And I really have always felt Draymond Green was one of those unique players. I mean, he kind of a tweener in terms of that small forward, power forward at only 6'7". But he's got toughness. The long arms enable him to defend bigger guys. And also the basketball IQ. You can never discount the importance of understanding what you're doing when you're on the floor.
The Warriors have had 2 chances at the line already, making them both.
And with Draymond Green, he can defend inside. He can cover on the perimeter. I mean, his versatility at both ends of the floor also a huge asset. And you can't have a higher basketball IQ than he does. It really helps him excel at all facets of the game.
On offense, here are the Warriors. Irving with the steal. An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Love, no luck. The drive by Bogut. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That'll be his 2nd foul of the game. And Cleveland making a change here. Price checked in. Now here's Curry. Can't get it to go. Good D from Love. Cavaliers have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. LeBron, that's a 2-pointer. Misses off the left iron. And Green slams it in.
Just a great job of attacking on the break.
Yeah, you know, exploding to the basket like that, Greg, just as soon as that ball was going the other way, that's exactly how you want to do it.
Smith left side. And the 3 off target. Green kicks to Curry. Nice pass. Led him to the rack perfectly for the layup.
Defensively, that possession better not start a trend because they just handed him 2 points. In that one spot the Cavs did struggle with last year was help off the bench. They were last in the league in bench scoring.
Green dishes to Curry. And stolen by Love. James kicks to Love. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. A different look now for Cleveland. Mozgov, he's checked in for Love. Jumper comes in for J.R. Smith. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Irving. And the rejection by James. Trying to get back on track. James with another miss. Warriors leading by 3. It's Thompson off the drive. Green. Good D by LeBron.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Barnes. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Barnes has got his first points in this one. Here's James. He's just scored his first basket with that shot, making him 1 for 4.
And he's starting to get what he wants here early and often. Nice move.
Mozgov with the steal. And Draymond Green picks up the foul. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
You know, it's really a bit surprising that the coach kept him on the floor this long. And because he did, he's picked up his 3rd foul now. That steal was a product of active hands and outstanding defensive awareness there.
Feeds it to Dellavedova. Fires the 3. That's good. And that makes it a tie ball game.
And really, how about the quick release on that triple there, because he's given up a lot of height in that matchup.
Right on target you are, Greg. I mean, the quick release is what made the difference there. Any hesitation, and that shot is being blocked.
On the wing, Green. Guarded by Fry. Oh, what a great finish as he gets bumped on his way up. He'll go to the line and try to tack on another.
He presents a defender with a serious challenge, always.
And that one's good. The Warriors have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. And he gets the bucket.
They are really doing a nice job establishing a presence inside early.
And watch, Clark, how the game plays out, because this is going to open things up on the perimeter.
The drive by James. The stupendous finish in traffic. James has got his 2nd bucket. Thompson passes to Curry. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson.
I tell you what, fellas, he loves those mid-range jumpers. I mean, that's where he makes his money.
James, that's a 2-pointer. The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. The Warriors on top. They're up by 2. And back with the start of the 2nd quarter in just a moment. And the 2nd quarter getting underway. No team gaining an edge so far. And the Warriors, guys, what jumps out to you in this game, stats-wise?
I just like the way they're getting out in the open floor, taking advantage of all those fast break chances here early on.
I agree with you, Greg. I mean, they can run, and they've done a good job filling the lanes in transition.
On the floor for Cleveland, getting going here in the 2nd. J.R. Smith out there with Kevin Love. Then it's Thompson. Then it's Matthew Dellavedova. And it's Irving at the point guard. And Thompson kicks to Love. Smith for 3. To the paint. Irving. That's in, and he found his range with that one. Now 1 for 2.
You know, that's been a big part of their offense in the early stages. I mean, their success working the ball inside and getting points from close range, right at the rim.
And Clark, they might as well keep doing it. I mean, attack the basket until the defense makes an adjustment.
You know, 9 times out of 10, he's going to knock that one down. He'll spray that one on you.
And for Kevin Love, such a big part of that Minnesota Timberwolves franchise. I mean, they drafted him 5th overall back in 08, and really he had been their catalyst his entire career. Even last year when he decided he finally wanted out, he helped the Wolves land Andrew Wiggins in the trade that shook the league.
The Cavaliers trailing. Smith outside. club against Green. Got a piece of it. It's stolen by Green. Here's Barnes. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. And breaking down some numbers here, the hustle stats for the Warriors.
They've come out in attack mode on the defensive end. They've applied pressure and forcing turnovers.
They also came out of the locker room with their running shoes on. I mean, their transition game has been full throttle.
No one near Curry as he lets it go.
He was the first one to react to that miss. Excellent anticipation on his part. A hustle play on the putback by him.
Irving drives in. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Assist goes to.
Well, Kevin Love, and we've kind of gone over some things in Minnesota with Greg, but Clark, Kevin Love probably wasn't long for the Timberwolves.
Yeah, it was time for fresh scenery, and that's why the Cavs offered up the house, including Wiggins, who eventually became Rookie of the Year for the chance to get
The Oracle Arena was rocking last season, and with good reason. The Warriors would finish a league best 39-2 at home last year.
And how about that 39-2 record put them 1 off of tying the best record ever in the NBA. That record, by the way, belongs to the Celtics with 40 wins back in 1986.
Shumpert is checked in for Matthew Dellavedova. Both free throws good from Love.
Well, I tell you what, you look at the Warriors, and they were actually unstoppable in every way last season. Average home margin of victory was 13-plus points. A lot of those games weren't even that close as they let things get tight in garbage time.
Green with the block. Kicks to Barnes. A shot by Thompson, and no one's around. Sinks the three-pointer. Thompson's got 8 points.
They're starting to get a little triple happy, falling in love with that three-pointer.
Starting to cast them up a bit too often here in the second.
Barnes. And he finishes nicely on the layup. Now it's a 7-point Warrior lead.
And more on the Warriors' home dominance. Shot almost 50% as a team at home, which led the league. Shot over 41% from beyond the arc as a team.
Timeout is called. First of the game for the Cavaliers.
And some of Harrison Barnes' teammates have referred to him as the Senator because of the way he carries himself. And, you know, a very level-headed, dignified young man, and just he has an air about him.
And the Warriors with a completely new 5 on the floor. Then for the Cavaliers, Mozgov. He's checked in for Thompson. Fry comes in for Kevin Love. And it's LeBron in for J.R. Smith. The Cavaliers trail by 7. And Harrison Barnes at times has been criticized in the past for not being more Clark assertive on the court.
Well, you know, it's interesting. He had to weather the pressure of expectations since high school. I mean, people were comparing him to Kobe Bryant back then, but HB can't get caught up in that. He's got to be true to himself. You know what I tell guys? Do you.
Yeah.
Do you.
Puts up the baby hook. Andre Iguodala comes up with the rebound.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And it's sent back by Irving. For just the 4th time today, it is good. That one makes him 4 for 10.
After going scoreless in the first, he's really found a way to turn it on here in the second quarter.
And that one's good. And the Warriors lead by 4.
How about the passing? They are moving the ball without any thought, without any individual agendas.
Yeah, and it's really fun to see that kind of unselfishness. Really hard not to appreciate all the assists they've racked up.
And that one's good, James.
They have repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys. and it's paid dividends.
And with as many points as they've gotten in the paint, you know, they haven't had to do much work on the perimeter.
The Warriors shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game.
Taking 2 shots.
Both free throws good from Rush. "20 seconds left to play here in the half. Iguodala against James. And Fry has it in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to LeBron. Fry's got his first 3 points of the game.
Boy, you got to love that assist by LeBron.
The third quarter now beginning. Both sides looking to pull away in the last half of the game.
Well, you know, last season Steve Kerr came into a good situation, but a touch awkward. The team wasn't 100% on board with the firing of the previous coach, but he won them over in a hurry.
We have a close ball game on our hands as we get set for the second half of basketball. Kyrie Irving really making a difference here.
Yeah, you know, one of the things about the truly greats of our game is that sometimes you get spoiled because of how consistent they can be. And so far, another big scoring night for him.
And oftentimes when he puts up that many points in the first half, he follows it up with an even better second half. We'll see if that's the case here.
Barbosa is up there with Livingston. Then there's Iguodala. Then it's Rush. And it's Spates in at the 5 spot. So that's the group out there for Golden State. 6 on the shot clock. For the lead, Irving drives in. And the layup is up and in. Irving's got the first basket of the second half. That one for the Cavs. Pass to Spates. Puts up a 3. Here's Livingston. Yes! And the foul. It's going to be on Kyrie Irving.
Hits his first attempt of the half. Not what you'd call suffocating D on that possession.
When you think about Sean Livingston, you think about the career that might have been an absolute rising star after being taken Clark 4th back in the 2004 draft.
Kevin, he was averaging over 5 assists a game as a teenager, and his shot was improving every year. Then the devastating knee injury. Just great to see him back playing basketball. Guys, they didn't waste that fast break opportunity. Good. Man, he got fancy with that one, didn't he?
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open.
I tell you what, I like that, though, guys. Some coaches might not want you to make a play like that, but I tell you what, when you got the skills like that, I say go for it.
And the Cavaliers with possession here. 4-point game. At the elbow, it's James. And yes, sir, that one drops. LeBron's got 10 points in the game.
Boy, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip. They've got a battle inside.
This game has been a battle, and maybe they're starting to just run out of gas a little bit.
Two minutes gone in this third quarter now. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, clearly he had an established position there.
Yeah, and I like this call because you want the refs in that situation. If there's any doubt, err on the side of giving the benefit of the doubt to the offensive player. That should have been a block, and it was.
And you can tell that pass just hung in the air for a long time.
Yeah, exactly. Long enough for him to get a hand on it and knock it out of play.
And there's the foul on the shot. He'll go to the line for 2. And how much more is there to say about LeBron James, Clark? Incredible consistency, unbelievable athleticism. He just is a marvel in every way the longer he plays.
Kevin, when you look at his career averages, I mean, just off the charts, and he has the same unbelievable year every year. The consistency, phenomenal.
And talking about LeBron's consistency, it's not just a physical effort. It's also a mental one. I mean, you know you're targeted by the defense all game. That'll wear down even the best players. How is it that LeBron's armor just never seems to be penetrated?
You know, on the topic of LeBron, one of the few areas where he could improve consistency in is from the three-point line. 3 years ago, he hit over 40% from downtown. 2 years ago, 38. And last year, down to 35.
It's deflected. They get it back. It's tipped. Back to Irving. Iguodala with the steal. And even 3-on-3 break. Rush gets the bucket.
And it doesn't really matter who starts the break with how he runs the floor. He seems to always be the one who finishes it.
Yeah, he is so fun to watch in how he attacks the rim at full speed like that, man. It's something to behold the way that guy gets to the rim. Some defensive breakdowns are starting to show up now. Their last 4 buckets allowed have come from very close range.
Yeah, high percentage shots are what they are getting in terms of the attempts, and that's just not going to get it done. They've got to figure it out.
Here's Fry. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Fry's got 5 now.
And how about the bounce pass there being used to perfection?
No good from Spates.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint. And really, the Warriors had an amazing regular season last year. Just from a historical standpoint, it was one of the best ever.
Barbosa dishes to Livingston. Off with the layup. For the lead. And Shumpert kicks to LeBron. And it's the Warriors on the break. And there's a foul. It's on Maurice Spates. That is his first foul of the game. And he makes good on the layup.
Pedal to the metal right now, really pushing.
And 3 of their last 5 makes here, coming in transition.
The drive by James. And here we go. Warriors running again. Barbosa gets the bucket.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
50 seconds left in the third quarter.
And LeBron has been in the postseason every year since his rookie season. Last year he passed Jerry West on the all-time postseason scoring list. I'm sure he'll just continue to climb up the record book.
And for LeBron in the playoffs last season, he did more than just score. Clark, he did it all and really stepped his game up when Kevin Love went down, when Kyrie Irving was hobbled. He covered every base.
Yep, and that's what's so impressive about LeBron in the playoffs. Everybody expects him to lead and hit big shots, and he never lets them down. Very rarely does he come up short in big moments.
Mozgov kicks to Shumpert. On the wing, Irving. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Iguodala wide open.
Maurice Spates. That's his second personal foul.
The drive by James. That's good. James has got 9 points here in the second half.
He had his head on the swivel and was able to pick out the pass and get the assist.
To the middle. And stolen by Fry. That concludes the third quarter. It continues to be an exciting neck-and-neck game. Warriors lead by 1. We're going to step aside for just a second, but join us right back here for the start of the fourth quarter next. And thanks for joining us again as the fourth quarter of play is set to get rolling. It's been a close battle to this point. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Filling out the wings, it's Shumpert and LeBron. Channing Frye out there with Mozgov. And it's Irving in at the point. And look at LeBron James. He's really been playing well.
He's really taking it to him inside. They got to find a way to slow him down.
Now a timeout called by Golden State. I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Kevin, I was able to listen in on what Steve Kerr was going over with his team. He laid out the X's and O's and told them, we're still alive, guys. We've just got to work together, trust each other, and play our backsides off. Kevin, we'll see if they've got enough in the tank to get over the top.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Didn't think that was going to go in. That's 7 points for Steph Curry. There is just no way, Clark, to tell who is going to pull this one out.
You know what, Kevin? I think looking at this game, it may very well come down to one crucial key play.
Clark, that's a great point. When you've had this many lead changes, you're looking to see which one of those plays is going to be a momentum swing.
James in the post. Working on Thompson. Out of bounds. Golden State takes possession. Fourth quarter of basketball. We're about a minute into it. Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
From deep, James. It's good. That's 8 baskets for him now. 8 for 15 shooting.
And they'll be counting on even more points from him. That's essential if they're going to pull this game out.
So he gets the whistle. Contact on the way up and 2 shots coming up.
That's his second personal foul.
And Draymond Green, guys, has won at every level. I mean, led Saginaw High School to 2 consecutive state championships at Michigan State, 2 trips to the Final Four, and now making noise with the Warriors. It's clear this guy's a winner.
No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Mozgov kicks to Irving. And now it's Green running. He can go all the way. Misses the 3. And he used the pump fake well there, but he couldn't capitalize. Irving attacking. And he was camped in the lane there, and he gets the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gaffes like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And again, it's the Warriors missing.
Well, you know, they're in the lead, but he's still been frustrated from an offensive standpoint.
The Warriors leading. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Green.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Cavaliers have gone just 33% from the field in the fourth quarter so far. They are 2 of 6. And it's good. 22 points for LeBron.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Green uses the glass to finish the layup. Guys, what a game. 8 lead changes here.
Yeah, nobody giving up any ground either way, fella.
And don't be surprised if it comes down to the last possession. And he has slipped into a funk, Clark. You can see the confidence is shaken.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, he's very much deflated. The basket looks a lot smaller to him at this point, and the only way you can get out of it is to work yourself out of it.
And stolen by Kyrie Irving. And there's Shumpert. That's good on the assist by Mozgov. And the Cavaliers lead by 1. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle stats for the Cavaliers?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
And stolen by Fry.
And sometimes you think maybe they're just getting a little too comfortable with the lead, maybe a bit too casual this quarter.
Yeah, and I think they also lost their composure, and you see it in the turnovers they've committed.
Thompson with the bucket. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
This game, as close as it's been, you really hate to see it come to an end.
I agree.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game. Man, he's having quite the quarter, converting at a really high percentage.
Out of bounds. Cleveland will take possession.
Huge turnover there, and at a bad time, too. You have to value every possession.
Here's James. Now the feed to Irving. No good with the triple.
Well, not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Right side Curry. Mozgov with the steal. Here's Irving. Buries it.
Kyrie Irving has simply caught fire.
Absolutely critical chance right here.
They need this one to go their way.
Thompson with the bucket.
The defense got butterflies the second that shot went up because they know he typically delivers in the clutch.
Cleveland with the ball. Irving against Curry. LeBron outside. And Fry has it in the corner. James sinks it.
Boy, is it tough to stop LeBron right now.
So it's the Warriors now. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
How fantastic was that? One mistake and the game's over, but he gets it done.
Timeout called, Cleveland. Stolen by Spates. Now the Warriors moving it up. Thompson with the ball.
Nice work on the inside. Hard to get that one up and over the big fella.
Well, it's not supposed to be easy down there, and a little artistry on the inside helped him make it happen.
And the Cavaliers call time here. They're trailing by 2. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's LeBron. So it's a narrow victory for the Warriors, pulling out the W. What a show they put on here at home tonight.
Tremendous work all the way down to the wire. You were just wondering what would happen next. Major drama, and we saw good.
And that'll do it, folks. This is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.